Murders of Winter Palace. Once upon a time, there was a great race. It was to determine how to measure time. There were 12 animals invited to compete. They were the sheep, horse, rat, snake, pig, rabbit, dog, rooster, dragon, ox, tiger, and the monkey. The moon was up, illuminating everything in its path. A dark shadow crossed the gardens of the Winter Palace. Crash! The rat statue fell to the floor, its pieces glittering in the moon. Daylight came across the 11 statues as they formed into actual creatures. Ah! Zan screamed when she saw the shattered pieces of rat on the floor. She slithered up to the statue as the other Zodiac characters walked, jumped, and flew over. They looked at the shattered statue, and they started to fight over who did it, and everything was a mess. Chen, who mounted on the roof of the Emperor's palace, overlooked the scene. "Everyone be quiet!" he shouted, and everyone turned to look at him. "Only we know that if we break the statues, the whole population of rats will die. This will then cause the end of the world. This means the killer is one of us, so watch your back, 'cause the killer is sneaky." He retreated, letting the other Zodiacs to solve it out. The sun was about to set, and everyone was tensing up. Shui, the ox, offered to watch at night. At midnight, Shui could hear the sound of rustling, then the sound of breaking bricks. He reached to find the broken statue, but there were none to be found. He touched Zan's statue, just to make sure it was fine. The supposedly concrete statue almost felt plastic. Struggling back tears, he thought of how he lost his good friend. As he mourned in silence, a figure came out from the shadows. "Goodbye, Shui." Everything went dark. The next morning, as fog rolled across the Emperor's stone walls, the 9 Zodiacs gathered in the courtyard, discussing how they were going to deal with this. "Let's put people in solitary confinement," Jin the tiger said, licking his paws. "No, we should vote, and the person with the most votes will be killed, unless they give us enough evidence that she is not," the rooster Lan stated. Everyone decided this was a great idea, so they decided to vote. "I'd vote for the horse, Pang Li," Ching snorted. "Lan! Zan! Zan's dead!" Voices argued back and forth. The monkey, Che, went to the corner and thought about the situation. While he was thinking, the others decided that Che looked the most suspicious, so they decided to vote for him. Che panicked, trying to tell his friends that it is indeed not he. However, he only had until midnight to find a way. The sun fell from the sky, almost as a warning for Che. Ding! Dong! The bell of the palace rang. It was the 11 p.m. mark. "Hey, Che, do you want to die early?" a voice rasped in the shadows. Che turned, only to find the boar, Ching, standing there. "Ching, you stupid creature, I'm only supposed to be executed after midnight. What are you doing?" "I thought you were smart," Ching rasped, flashing the hammer that he kept hidden. Che looked at Ching's eyes, and he could just barely see the kind heart that would never hurt a flea. "Ching, what have you become? Ever since that race, you are acting like everyone betrayed you or something. Remember who you were, who you want to be. Please, Ching, remember, please." Che whispered. By now, everyone had already gathered around them, afraid to make a move. "I can't go back now. I already killed my very dear friends, and I will never forgive myself for that." Ching's voice shivered like it suffered as much as he did. He tried to close his eyes to remember his life before he got so jealous. "Ha ha!" Ching can hear his sister's laugh echoing through his mind. "Run!" Then the smell of his mother's famous mud pie went in his nose. Mother! Everyone in his life, every animal, taught him to be kind. No one did anything wrong. Returning to the present time, all the animals looked over him. Ching could see the love in their eyes, staring back at him. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Then everything went black. The next day seemed like even the gods above wanted to give him a second chance. The birds were chirping, the trees were waving, the emperor revived the other creatures, and they all lived in harmony, vowing never to hurt each other again, until someone breaks it again.